On a beautiful Saturday night, we welcome you to the historic Hyder Center for a top 10 Nebraska Class A matchup between Lincoln Southeast and Creighton Prep. Alongside Jack Cohout, I'm Emery Evans. Jack, we've got a big night tonight. It's a Saturday night, top 10 matchup. It's gonna be a great game.
I mean, nothing you can't really ask for. I mean, we do have a barn burner. I mean, we do really no student section. Obviously, the Creighton Prep freshman retreat taking a toll on a lot of guys this weekend, including myself, and then obviously the sold-out Creighton Blue Jay game tonight against Villanova. Still a good crowd, though. I feel like we're in for some great basketball, though, from both sides of the ball. Both teams are very similar in how they play, except Prep and Southeast differ in one category that we'll talk about later.
Absolutely. Lincoln Southeast, we know they got some big size. They got some big guys there, over 6 foot. But Prep does have some big guys, too, down low, so that should be a battle. Now, speaking of battles, Creighton Prep found themselves in a battle, but it was more one-sided last night when they played Bellevue West, ranked #1 in the state, 18-0. I mean, I didn't really watch the game. Yeah, I didn't really watch the game. You didn't watch the game, but we did not miss anything. Creighton Prep, they took a big loss to Bellevue West, but we'll see what they can do tonight. It's a big bounce-back game.
We do. We do have to give Bellevue West, honestly, in my opinion, it's a battle for second place in the state of Nebraska right now. Second place is up. It's honestly based on your seeding now, really. Prep's got the ability to get in that final game. Millard North has that ability. Westside has that ability. If they can get hot, Gretna can get in that second spot. So it's really just a battle for second place. Bellevue West is just in a league of their own, obviously ranked top 25 nationally. Back to tonight's game. One thing I do want to talk about is that in all the games Southeast has played up until this point, obviously that they had that great game against Southwest and obviously ended in their favor, 2-point margin of victory.
And they opened the season beating Westside too, which is a shocker.
Yeah, Westside, obviously the #2 ranked team at the time, fell at home first game of the season.
First game,
however, they don't shoot the ball that well from the outside of the perimeter. I was talking to Prep's assistant coach, Mr. Ted Stessman. He was telling me that they do run a lot of like 5 out. They don't really go 4 out, 1 in. They don't let their playmakers get in the inside at all. They kind of just try to spread you out 5 out. And they do have some size down there, especially with #3, Bangot Dak.
Yeah, that's one name to look out for tonight.
Yeah. They do have guys that get in figures. It's very similar to Prep. 11 change, 11, 9, 9 to 8.
It's spread all around instead of just one person putting up 17 a game or something like that.
Same with the Junior Jays. And I mean, we are in for a great game tonight, Emery. I'm really excited. It's a good buzz in the air. Not really a packed house here tonight in the Hyder Center like
not a big house, but it's a top 10 matchup. People are going to be watching online. It's going to be a great game here on a Saturday night as teams are still warming up. We haven't done the Phil Collins song yet, even though we don't have a big birdcage for that, so it won't sound as good. But we'll see what's going on. And one thing you talked about is Lincoln Southeast shooting. They're only shooting 30% as a team from 3, so I think Prep's shooting about 35%, and we know Creighton Prep loves shooting the 3 ball. They're going to live and die with the 3 ball, but how can Prep, if they're not shooting well, how can they win this game?
They got to go 5 out, and they got to find somebody that's what they're going to have to do tonight. They're going to be able to shoot the 3 ball well. And the games in the holiday tournament that they went on 12-0 run, 10-0 runs to start the game, especially against teams like Gretna and Millard North. It was a racial 3-pointer to start the game. And they won games because that's what the motivation got. And teams weren't ready for Prep to come out and score 10, 12 unanswered, and they're forced to call a timeout and mentally reset in a 12-0 hole.
Absolutely. Prep just gotta kind of control the tempo, just play their game, and that's one thing. You don't want to get, if you're missing shots, you can keep shooting those shots, but you don't want to rush those shots. Because now I think we will be ready for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise for the playing of the national anthem.
We welcome you back to the Hyder Center where, like we said, we've got a top 10 matchup tonight. Now, if you are wondering why I'm on play-by-play and Jack is on color tonight after many requests, we've got Jack doing a little less talking tonight.
Okay,
We saved you guys the speakers and your eardrums tonight. But now going into the starting five, we will start with the away team, Lincoln Southeast. At the 1 and 2, you got B.J. Bradford and Tay Moore. And at the 3 spot, you got Wade Voss. At the 4 is Jake Hilkerman. And the big man in the middle is going to be number 3, Bangot Dak. And now, Creighton Prep, their starting 5 that they've been going with all year. It's been Emmett Knight, P.J. Newbill, Joey Rischel, Carson Jones, and Dylan Clausen. The same starting 5, like I said, all year long, but it works for them.
I mean, it does. It's really interesting, to see how this game's going to start off. We're going to get the 3-ball attack of Coach Lutke, and is it going to be hot off the bat?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, last night was embarrassing.
It was.
If you're a Prep fan. Not being able to shoot the rock at all and getting – obviously, the Thunderdome is a very hostile place to play at Bellevue West. And it was a rough night. Yeah. They had met them earlier in the year, 30 points, and then obviously this last time 40. They just got to be able to come back and hit the mental reset button.
Yeah. And, like you said, they got to have a short-term memory. Say, hey, we lost by a lot, but it's a new day, it's a new game, and we can still, do better, do things. There's things we need to work on. And I was talking to Mr. Sessman. He said his team wasn't even ready. They seemed like they weren't even ready. So the bar is so low, so now you just got to improve off of it and do that. But now it's time for the tip. As Baby Keem is playing, Jack Coho dancing to my left.
I mean, hey, Baby Keem, there's nothing wrong with Baby Keem. It's a great intro song to the starting 5.
Absolutely. Clausen and Dak will control the tip for the game. And here we go. Lincoln Southeast will start with the ball. It's Tay Moore to control it. Gonna dribble guarded by Knight. He'll kick it out. Now down on the block. Kicks back out. Lincoln Southeast moving the ball around. Prep playing some tight defense. Now in the corner. Back up top, they're looking in the middle. Tay Moore will drive. No good. It was deflected, and it'll stay here for Lincoln Southeast.
Yeah, you could see the Knights already starting with that high ball screen and see if they can get, just an easy pick and roll for their first couple buckets. Obviously, Bangkok is trying to I've seen him catch some insane lobs.
Yeah. Watch out for that. As the floater shot, no good. Rebounded by Clausen. And now Prep will start their first possession of the game.
Look for a 5 out from the Junior Jays.
Yeah. Right now they got one high and low post with Rischel and Clausen. Looking for Jones. It's stolen. And now going the other way is Southeast. Trying to control it. It's Bradford. Got it to go for the first points of the game for Lincoln Southeast. In transition, just a nice floater shot.
I can see what the Junior Jays are doing right now. They're trying to get an off-ball screen and try to get a little runner into the low post. But obviously just super, super tall and lengthy ability in the post from Bangkok Dock.
It's hard to throw over this team with the size that they got. And now Knight on the wing. He'll dribble up top. Prep running a lot of motion and backdoor screens. We've seen that all year. Clausen driving. Through contact, no good, rebounded. Now going the other way again in transition. Stolen by Newbill, great steal. And now they're going in transition. Here's Clausen, spin move, inside, got it to go.
Yeah, they're gonna need Lincoln Southeast to make a lot of mistakes tonight in transition and look for guys like P.J. Newbill and Dylan Clausen to get loose in the down court.
Absolutely, as Dak tried to do a tough shot, great defense by Clausen. We know he's a terrific rim protector, and he's showing it right there. As Knight pushing to Jones for 3. Got it! Carson Jones, a terrific shooter for Creighton Prep, gets his first shot up and in.
Yeah, if you're the Junior Jays, that's a good start. You need your shooters to get hot early, and they're going to need to hit shots down the stretch in this game.
Absolutely. We know Creighton Prep loves the three-point shot. Dak with the pump fake. Now driving on the block with Clausen on him. Through the contact, and one! Dak with a tough finish. He said he'll take 3 points for himself right there. Dylan Clausen with the foul.
I have been told that Bangkok Dak can shoot the 3-ball.
Yeah.
He doesn't shoot a lot, but if you leave him wide open on the perimeter, he will shoot it.
Yeah, 6'8", Bangkok Dak, senior. Gets the three-point play to go, and now 5-5 start early on. as Knight will bring it up the floor. Here's Jones on the wing. Right now, 5:32 left in the first quarter, in case you can't see the clock down low. Jones kicks out to Knight. Now to Newbill, to Rischel. Rischel will throw up a three. No good. Joey Rischel, maybe not the best look there, but we know he's going to shoot those.
Yeah, we know he can hit him too.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about the Junior Jays kind of forcing those shots early.
Ooh, a
Wow.
great spin move by Wade Voss on the low block. And now Lincoln Southeast up 7-5. But as you were saying, Joey Rischel, we know he's going to shoot those three balls. I think he's number 10 in the state in made threes. As a foul, I believe, is going to be on Dak on the floor. That will be his first.
Yeah, if you're the Junior Jays, you got to attack. If you're going to get it, if you have a chance, if you want a chance here to kind of blow this game wide open, it's got to be with Daxon on the bench.
Yeah.
They're already subbing. I mean, I don't think they're going to sub. I thought they were going to force a second. Sorry.
Yeah.
But you got to attack. And if you can get him into foul trouble, 3 fouls in the first half, he's got to come out and sit the bench that second quarter.
That's going to be big for Creighton Pride. We'll see how they play that now with one foul. It's Trinell Parker on the block trying to go to work, and he does. No good. Great defense there. And Dak with another rebound. In transition is Moore.
Yeah, Coach Lukey trying to go with a double big man look to kind of guard that pick and roll.
Moore for three. No good. Rebound by Voss. Voss on the block again. Excuse me, that was Hilkerman on the block with a tough finish.
Yeah, the Junior Jays, they're kind of just trying to go body for body right now. I mean, Trinell Parker's a great shot blocker, and so is Dylan Clausen. And those guys can still shoot the three ball. I see him shoot it in warm-ups all the time. I haven't seen Trinell take as many threes this year in the games, though.
He can definitely shoot it, but Lukey wants him working inside. As a steal by Moore, and now pushing in transition. I believe that's the third steal, and now no good on the layup, but the putback by Hilkerman is good. Prep turnovers has been the early story so far in Lincoln Southeast transition points.
Southeast on a little bit of a 6-0 run here to start this game.
Yeah. Tolliver will kick it. Newbill in the corner. He'll hesitate, but he'll fire and got it to go.
Really good mid-range shooter for the Junior Jays. You know, he doesn't shoot the three ball a lot. He's not really a shooter. He's more of that dribble drive kind of guy because of his speed. But no, he can shoot the rock still.
Kind of hesitated on that three, but he'll take the mid-range shot. As 3:38 left, it's 7-11. As Moore will try a deep three and got it to go.
That's a tone setter right there.
Tay Moore, a deep wing shot. Gets that one to fall.
Telling Joey Rischel, no, you're not the only one that can shoot the deep three ball.
As Clausen loses it on the floor now. And I believe a foul. We'll see who that's on.
Number 22.
They're going to call that on Wade Voss with his first foul of the game. Now some subs. Michael Burt will be checking in.
Look for the Junior Jays to go to work. Dak's gonna sit probably, I assume, for the next minute and a half of this game. Get him a little bit of rest.
This is where you attack inside now. The big shot blocker's out. This is where you attack inside. Is Prep will inbound the ball.
Michael Burt does check in for number 0, Dylan Clausen.
And now Rischel back to Tolliver. Prep just moving the ball, looking for something. Rischel head in his face. Tight defense on him. Driving. On the block is Parker. Parker trying to go to work in the post. Shot fake. Loses it but gets it back. Great defense by Southeast as the shot clock down on 10. Parker with the foul and one. Trinell Parker using his size in the paint. And now he will have a chance for a three-point play.
Joey Rischel kind of, Trinell kicked it out to him. Joey Rischel said, no, go back to work.
Yeah. Absolutely, that's what they need to do. As Langston Palmer will check in for PJ Newbill. Good to see Langston in, senior.
Played a lot of minutes last night from the stuff I watched.
And he put up some good points too, I heard. As Parker gets the three-point play to fall.
Langston does, in practice, I've heard, have really, really good on-ball defense. And that's what Coach Lukey kind of needs right now.
Absolutely. Langston got a very long wingspan, so those perimeter defenders is what Prep is going to need. Especially when they play 5 out. And now Tay Moore will drive. There's Langston right there on defense, just as we talked about. Hilkerman will drive. He'll kick. Moore, shot fake. Elbow J. No good. And a tip-in is good.
That was like, he got Hall of Fame acrobat or something.
That's Jake Hilkerman with the tip. That's another second chance rebound. So now Prep They're getting killed on the rebounds right now. Maybe see what Lukey will do as Tolliver will drive. Rachel on the wing. He's only put up 1 shot so far. Some tight defense has been played by Bradford. Double team. Rachel kicks it. Parker got it. And Parker slams it. Now in transition, a foul will be called. Trinell Parker with the slam. I believe the foul will be on Michael Burt. His first foul, he checks in, but transition right now has been what Lincoln Southeast has been doing, trying to get the points. Can't celebrate too fast with Parker's dunk there. I didn't even have time to really celebrate or anything, but.
No, big momentum play for the Junior Jays, though. They're going to need plays like that.
Yeah.
They've got them all year. I mean, obviously we look at Omaha Central, PJ Newbill's great night, 3 slam dunks. Obviously, Trinell Parker's poster on Kevin Stubblefield in the West Side game that resulted in him getting a technical, pulling up on the rim.
It was worth it, though.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
As now at the line will be Gate, and gets him to go. So 1:46 left in the first quarter. It is 18-12. Lincoln Southeast is up here in the Hyder Center.
Let's look at it both ways here. Southeast has a chance here to make this a 10-point game into the break. But Prep, you're still in striking distance.
Absolutely. As Parker is blocked. Great defense. That's the shot blocker. And now in transition is Southeast. They'll kind of slow it down, moving the ball around, but great defense by Dak. We know he's a terrific shot blocker, and on the block, no good. Rebounding, gets his own rebound twice. Third time, no good. Just padding his stats there with the rebound, but didn't get the shot to fall, and now Prep and transition.
Yeah, Prep's got to be able to control these second chance points. That's where they thrive. That's how they beat. That's how they ran Lincoln East out of the gym.
Oh, what a block by Palmer. Oh, my goodness. Hilkerman thought he had an easy dunk. Langston Palmer says, not today.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. And Rachel a 3. No good.
This gym would have, for the amount how many people were in here, this gym would have gone nuts. That Langston Palmer absolute pin against the backboard. I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to be called a goaltending, but.
Kind of did a gather step. He thought he was going to get an easy dunk, but it's so hard when teams are going so fast in transition. But Palmer, what a great defensive play there. As you talked about, he's playing for his defense. There he is. He'll kick it out up top. Hilkerman, 30 seconds left. Looking for the shot. And now Gate will kick it. Hilkerman, Dak on the block. Stolen by Tolliver. Now going the other way is Creighton Prep. They'll slow it down. Tolliver, no good.
I don't know if that's the shot there. I mean, you have the ability to kill this quarter, but now you give Southeast a chance to make this a 8-point game.
Yeah. 5 seconds left. In the corner is Moore for 3. No good. Air ball. Rebounded by Rachel. Oh, he hit the rim.
Woo! I thought it had a chance for a second, but a little more side spin than what he needed.
So the first quarter, it's been Lincoln Southeast transition points, second chance points. They've been killing on the rebounds so far.
Yeah.
How can Prep fix that?
Well, on another note, I mean, you're going to see that. I mean, Prep only has 1 3-ball to fall. They've taken 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Joey Riesel's getting uncomfortable because what teams have found out is that if they face guard him, he's not as fast as guys like PJ Newbill who can beat you off the dribble with the ball screen. He needs kind of that room to catch, shoot, even with you in his face.
His bread and butter is catching and shooting. So if he can get a pass and kick, they can get Riesel open, that's going to be big. But, like you said, terrific defense. They're putting a hand in his face even when they're out by the wing by the scorer's table. They're not letting him shoot anywhere. And that's really how you got to play him, especially the Prep shooters. So
I mean, back to your rebounding point, they got to be able to box out down low. You need guys like PJ Newbill, and I like Langston Palmer in this game. I do, because his ability to get up and get rebounds, he's scrappy. He'll go play defense for you. He's probably the best defense on the team. We're going to see TCB, Torrin Carter-Brown, check into the game.
And he wasn't there last night.
Wasn't.
He was at
freshman retreat.
So they needed his skills. So Torrin Carter-Brown with PJ Newbill, that's your backcourt for Creighton Prep.
Langston kind of running that 3-4.
Yeah. And we'll see what Prep can do now. Second quarter, down by 6 at home. Only 12 points in that first quarter.
Southeast coming out in his zone.
Yeah. And there's Newbill in the middle. Too easy for him.
Yeah.
Didn't even try to contest that shot right there.
I mean, I don't know. if you're the Southeast coach, why you come out in the zone?
Yeah.
Like, your man defense has been kind of killing them, the on ball.
Yeah. As Gate will drive, no good through contact. Rebounded by Clausen. Brown will push it up the floor. We'll see if they go to that zone again, and they do. Yeah,
This is kind of interesting to me. I know they want to kind of limit the 3-ball and kind of in that 2-3 zone, but, I mean, that does favor the 3-ball.
Yeah. And how you beat the zone is that attack that middle. That's what Prep's doing. Now kicking outside. Clausen to Palmer. Great ball moving by Creighton Prep. Newbill, another easy shot, got it to go. Yeah, they're just giving him free points basically at this point.
They're kind of letting him. PJ Newbill's sitting at kind of that free throw area where it's hard for the 5 to come out and play him because he's got to watch the backdoor cut. And if he comes out and plays PJ, he's going to dump that off to Dylan Clausen for an easy 2-2.
Here's Dak for 3, no good. Rebounded by Newbill. So yeah, Southeast in that 2-3 zone. The man-to-man was working for him, but now Prep 4 easy points to start the second quarter.
Still in the zone.
And there they are, down low on the block. Clausen, contact, no foul, and rebounded going the other way.
That's kind of what Southeast wants.
The foul, I think, will be on Carter Brown.
If you're Southeast, that's the shot you want. You want to be able to kind of smother Dylan Clausen in the paint, but you also have to be careful of the kickback out. We had 3 guys crash, leaving both corners open, and you're going to be short a man even if they swing the ball all the way around the court and go 5.
Absolutely. So the call was on the floor. Risho will check in for Carson Jones. And looks like Prep is in a Prep might be in a 2-3 as well.
They are. Some you don't really see out of Coach Lukey's playbook.
Swinging the ball around to Southeast. Looking to get a shot. The screen. He'll drive. He'll kick. Bradford, no good. And probably an over-the-back call. Yep, that's what they'll call. Great box out by Langston Palmer right there to get that foul. So Langston Palmer, he might not put points on the board, but
proving himself tonight.
Yeah.
And he's a guy that you really don't see show up in the box score, right?
Yeah.
You have guys that, especially in the NBA, who don't put up 20 points a game, 25, 30. They don't average that. They're just a presence on the floor and a guy you have to account for.
Yeah. As a steal, bad pass, and now going the other way is Southeast. But absolutely, Langston Palmer, a hard knock player. Driving is Bradford. He'll kick. 4-3, no good. Rebounded by Brown. That was Schumacher with the shot. Couldn't get that one to fall, so.
Yeah, if you're Prep, I mean, let Southeast take those shots all day. They only shoot 30% from the free three-point line in general.
Yeah, 30% as a team. Newbill tried to get the shot, no good. Now Bradford driving baseline. He'll kick to a cutting Dak. Got it to go. Great feed and a great cut. And a Southeast timeout. So, Lincoln Southeast.
Go ahead, keep going.
I was going to say, in transition points, that's where they've been killing. Prep's got to get back on defense. We saw right there.
That, I mean, you know, Prep is kind of, they're not a team that pushes the ball. They're not a team that takes their time. Like, if you're short down the floor, they're going to see that and they're going to go.
Yeah.
Right? It's just basic basketball common sense. But they're kind of, Lincoln Southeast is outpacing them. Like, obviously, we've been watching film and knowing that Prep doesn't really get back on defense that fast. How many guys they crash to get the rebound. And if you need a win tonight for the Junior Jays, you got to have guys like Langston Palmer step up. Yeah. He's gotten, I mean, Dak's got 2 fouls already, and we are in the second quarter. So if they can get Dak a third foul, this complexity completely changes. He'd probably sit the next.
It changes the game plan for how Creighton Prep attacks. Dak's not even in the game right now. Their big is Voss. Is 5:21 left in the second quarter. Lincoln Southeast up by 4 points here in the Hyder Center.
So if you're Southeast too, you got to penetrate. I know they're in that 2-3 zone, but you got to do what they're doing. You should find those shots in the mid-range.
Yeah, I think Lincoln Southeast now going back to a man or some sort of defense. They're trying to trap in the corner. Brown kicks it out before getting trapped. Palmer will drive. Palmer, great pass down low to Clausen, no good. A good find, but Clausen unable to get it to go.
Good defense, good recovery defense.
Yeah. Now Moore will drive. He'll kick it out to Bradford. Bradford for 3. Air ball. Rebounded by Clausen.
Yeah, Southeast has kind of cooled off from hitting those deep threes in the first quarter. It's kind of been, just getting out in the paint and grinding it out right now for both teams.
Now Newbill will drive in the middle. He'll take that shot again. Got it to go. That's the third time tonight. PJ Newbill.
Hey, don't let him get hot, ladies and gentlemen. You let him start feeling it from mid-range. Actually, no, he's going to be shooting from half court, hitting threes like LaMelo Ball.
I think he's 4 of 4 on the night, all mid-range shots, and they've all been good looks, too, that the defense has given him.
Notice Southeast is not going to sit in that 2-3. They're going to have to bring him up or something.
Absolutely. Now Moore looking in the corner. A Schumacher, great spin and a great finish.
Ooh, that's a great finish at the rim by Schumacher. That's what you're going to need. You're going to need that post moves. That's what we saw against Westside. That kind of killed Prep down the stretch.
Yeah, Schumacher 5'9", working in the post, so a great finish there. And now 3:47 left in the second quarter. Prep finds themselves down by 4. They got to get a bucket here and then get a stop on defense. Rischel for 3, got it to go. There's Joey Rischel with his 3. That one's got to feel good. His first 3 of the night.
Kind of feels like it's getting hot in here. I mean, Prep's kind of all the gears are turning, the ranges are falling, the 3 ball. Hopefully, Rischel, those guys can kind of get back in their groove.
And now Voss on the block. I think he stepped out of bounds. A turnover, a big turnover. So that's the stop that Prep needs. They can take the lead right here now, down 1. As Langston Palmer gave him some great minutes, but he'll check out.
He's had a great night so far. I mean, he's been that presence on defense. They needed it. I do look for him to come back out in the second half. I think Prep's going to try to go a little more offensive scoring here. Now they know what they're going to try to beat Southeast with on the defensive end.
Yeah. Southeast now in man-to-man. We saw him go for his zone for a couple possessions, but that was easily killed by Newbill's 4 points.
For mid-range shots.
Yeah. Now down low on the block. On the baseline is Parker. Parker trying to go to work. He'll spin, and an easy finish. So Creighton Prep takes the first lead of the night. Tronell Parker, great footwork in the post.
Excuse me, sorry. Tronell Parker, that sophomore phenom that we've seen this year. A lot of momentum plays. He started, dunks.
Oh, yeah.
Just nice and one finishes. He's going to need to get hot tonight, too.
As Moore on the baseline, a great shot right there. Moore's got a couple good shots tonight. He's really feeling himself. I think the leading scorer on the team, averaging 12 points a game. Carter Brown will kick it to Newbill. Newbill's got 8 points tonight. Here's Clausen, top of the key. He'll drive, looking for something, trying to go to work. Newbill will cut. A shot, no good. Try to get it off the backboard. A good look by PJ Newbill, and now going the other way is Southeast.
I mean, Southeast getting out in transition, kind of catching the Junior J sleeping.
Offensive rebound again. That's Voss. Second chance points has been what's killed Creighton Prep here tonight, as 1:52 left in the first quarter. Lead changes are already occurring here. Brown will kick out. Rischel, an open 3. Got it to go. Joey Rischel.
Yeah, that's a great look. That's what you draw up if you're a coach. That drive, get 3 guys to jump, kick it out to Rischel, your 3-point shooter.
Great pass by Carter Brown. Rischel with an open 3. And now driving is Voss again. Trying to be physical inside, no good. Offensive rebound, throws it away.
Ooh.
And an intentional foul, maybe to stop the PJ Newbill dunk on the other way by Moore.
This place, that birdcage, what of it is tonight. I mean, this place would have been jumping if a little East Bay or a 360.
PJ Newbill's eyes lit up when he saw he had the open spot, but quickly fouled to stop that. So tie game now, 1:24 left in the second quarter. Newbill on the wing, looking for something. Prep moving the ball around. And now Brown kicks it. I believe, not sure what the foul is. Foul's going to be on Moore again, so that's a second foul in about 15 seconds. That's big. He's been their big scorer tonight.
He'll check out. He doesn't look too happy checking out of the game. I mean, we've kind of seen what playing in the Hyder Center and getting angry, not controlling your temper. I mean, that lost Westside the game. If you were here last time we were live streaming, that's the determining factor in a game.
Yeah, controlling your temper. Yeah, because with Tate's technical call that Prep got 7 points off of.
In 15 seconds?
Yeah, exactly.
Changed the game.
Changed everything. So just controlling discipline is what you teach your kids. So
yep.
Creighton Prep now ties the ties the game. 26-26. 1 minute, 11 left. So Lincoln Southeast has been killing the rebounds right now. They've been absolutely crushing Creighton Prep, but it's still tied.
Yeah, second chance points, third chance points. That's what Coach Stessman was talking to me about. Subbing in one of my classes, we kind of we're talking high school hoops, and he said, you know, Southeast is a team that they have the ability to make a run. You know, they can hit the 3-ball when they need to, but they have guys that distribute the rock. They can throw it all around, and they need guys they need those second chance points, because sometimes for them, the ball has not been falling on the first shot of the basket. They've been getting second chance,
And
third chance,
that's what it's been
fourth
tonight.
chance points.
And their big leading scorers, Dak and Moore, are out right now, although only a minute left, but both kind of in foul trouble. Richo looking for Parker. Parker will try to go to work in the post. Gives him a shoulder pump, but no good. Rebounded by Gate. Now going the other way.
Yeah, if you're Coach Lukey, you just kind of let Trinell Parker turn his back to the basket and go to work.
That's what he's been trying to do all night. 47 seconds left in the first half. Gate will drive on Clausen. Looking, he'll kick it. Schumacher now with Newbell on him. Great defense, but they get the ball back. Gate will kick it to Gate. Gate for 3, got it.
Yeah, that's just a great look. That's a great shot. Obviously, the closeout late, but still there. But obviously, you know, when you give that guy that much time, that much rhythm, catch, shoot, fire the 3, I mean, there's only so much you can do.
Great look as Brown will control it. Prep will most likely take the last shot of the half. That's 13 seconds. Clock winding down now. We'll see what type of look Prep will get. Brown will kick it. Clausen drives. Newbill, corner 3. No good. And there is your first half. So Lincoln Southeast comes to the Hyder Center, and they take a 3-point lead going to the half. We will be back. We welcome you back to the Hyder Center. Michael Jackson playing. We're ready for the second half. Alongside Jack Cohout, I'm Emery Evans. So, Jack, what did you like in that first half from both teams?
Let's start with the visiting Lincoln Southeast Knights. It's been their ability to get rebounds. Out-rebounded Junior Jays, who are usually good at limiting for one-chance points, second-chance points. And they've just been able to control the rebounding game. They found their shots. They found their looks. Obviously, three-point lead at halftime. You can't complain. And then we'll go to the home Junior Jays. I don't know what it's been. They haven't been struggling, but they haven't found a run.
Yeah.
Like the new Bill's 6 points, 8 points that he had was great, but they didn't counter off of that.
Yeah.
Like there was no, they let Southeast answer.
Yeah.
There was no stop, a stop, a stop. There's really been no, if more for Southeast, they went on that little 8-0 run and kind of just, they went bucket for bucket after that. But for the Junior Jays, got to be able to shoot the three ball better. They need Rishel to get out of the face guard and have some good off-ball movement. And they need Newbill to get working one-on-one with the ball screen up high. And they need Langston Palmer to check back in the game.
Yeah.
His on-ball defense was great when he was on the floor.
That block shot that he had.
Block
too.
shot was great.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, if Rishel hit that three, this game would be a lot different. The momentum would be completely swung. It's a little neutral right now in this building. But I feel like there's a bucket or two. You know, Newbill gets the open dunk. His game is wide open.
Yeah.
Because we know how Prep feeds off of momentum. However, we know how Southeast can play too. I mean, rivalry games are different because there's this hatred for the other school. You don't like them.
Yeah.
When they played Southwest, they went bucket for bucket, but at the end of the game, it was who had the ball last. And they got to stop when they needed it most. So they need. It's gonna come down to defense in the second half, and the Junior Jays need to limit the second chance points, and Southeast Knights need to limit three balls and get out of the zone. Because it's not working.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw one big story was Bangor Dak and Moore. They had foul trouble in that first half. Both of them sat down the last couple minutes of the first half. So if Creighton Prep can get them in foul trouble, and you said this too, if they're in a close game, Prep down by 3, you need to score, and then you need to get a stop. And then you need to score, you need to get a stop. You can't keep trading buckets because obviously you do the math, you're not going to win if you're trading buckets. So
in the game, it's just in the game, excuse me, it's more of who has the higher score.
Yeah.
It's who has one more point than your team. That's how it works.
And both teams are capable of going on runs and then not looking back. And so Prep's got to be able to stop. Both teams got to be able to make stops and then score. Make a stop and then score. That's really how you're going to win this game because it's been a physical game in this first half. We saw that down the block. Both teams trying to go at each other. It's been only a couple fouls, but both teams going at each other down low. So we'll see what this second half will hold with us.
One adjustment I would love to see out of Coach Ludke is go back to the 2-3 zone.
Yeah.
You're limiting the inside potential, and they haven't really been hitting three balls. They had the one by Gate to end the half, but
I think Moore had that deep 3-2 that he shot. So.
I'd like to see more of the 2-3 zone out of them.
Yep.
Looks like we might actually. No, they're going to be in a man.
And now up top is Voss. Moore, he'll try a 3 to open the half. Got it to go. We just talked about the three-point shooting. Moore must have heard you, and he hit it.
Yeah, it kind of gave PJ Newbill a little stare down there. Maybe this game gets a little more heated.
Yeah. We'll see as it gets down to the closing seconds how heated this game can be. Rishel on the wing. Tightly guarded as we've seen all game. Clausen down low. Looking for a shot. Got it to go through the contact. Dylan Clausen will get the first points of the half for Creighton Prep.
Yeah, he needs to kind of get by his defender more. He's been kind of limited, and he hasn't been able to do his thing tonight at all.
Yeah. And now in the corner is Bradford. Bradford will kick it. Dak, shot fake, trying to drive on Parker. Dak with the shot, no good. Great defense by Trinell Parker. And now Brown will push the floor.
Southeast fans wanted a foul there. They won't get one.
Great pass down low to Newbell on the block with an easy finish.
Thought we were going to get a dunk.
I thought so too. Carter Brown, we've seen those 2 great passes he's had. And he gets that one to go. So Prep down by 2 now as Moore will drive. No good. Offensive rebound and a foul on Trinell Parker. I believe that might be his second. As Lukey wants to talk to him, but at the line will be Wade Voss, shooting 2.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Prep there, you got to play straight up. You can't get into foul trouble yourself because you're gonna have no chance of winning this game.
Absolutely, as Voss gets that first one to go. Trinell Parker, we know him. He's one of, if not the best shot blocker on this team. Prep averages almost 6 blocks per game, and Trinell Parker has been the main reason for that.
might be one of the best shot blockers
Yeah.
in the state of Nebraska, only as a sophomore.
Yeah. And he's got a lot of room to grow, like you just said. Well, Brown will bring it up. Only one of those free throws were able to go for Voss. Now Prep just kind of intact in the middle. Clausen will kick it out. Brown, bounce pass. Clausen loses it, gets it back. Looking for something. Newbill drives up and under, no good. Almost a beautiful finish at the rim, but unable to get it to go.
Yeah, Prep's going to have those open looks in that zone. I mean, Southeast is going back to it, but they need to be able to capitalize when they're in that zone.
Yeah, that gets the shot over Parker and Clausen. Both terrific shot blockers. Great finish.
Southeast back in that 2-3 zone. High 2-3.
Yeah, I was about to say they're playing a little higher. As Brown for three. Got it to go. The freshman, Torrin Carter Brown for three. Gets his first points of the night.
Well, we all know what the 2-3 zone weakness is. It's the 3 ball.
Yeah. Now driving is Bradford. He'll kick it to Dak. Moore on the corner. He'll drive up, looking for something. Screen. Great defense by Prep. Dak will fire a three. Got it to go, so
You can't
Prep.
shoot the 3 ball.
trading threes.
Can't get trading buckets, though. You're going to need a stop to get back in this game.
Newbill on the wing. He'll look for Parker. Parker tightly guarded by Dak. Brown loses it. He'll kick it in the corner is Clausen. Clausen and Newbill, top of the key. Low post. No good. Great defense by Dak.
Yeah.
That's that shot blocking ability that he has.
Both teams kind of have those equalizing shot blockers. Obviously, Trinnell has been in his own world since playing Bellevue West. I mean, Jacob Rope over there is really good at blocking shots too, but both these players in the post for these teams have really good shot blockers.
Absolutely. Dak driving on Parker this time now. No good. There's that great defense by Trinnell Parker. Brown will push the floor. He'll try to get a layup through contact. No foul. Grabs his own rebound but can't get it to a Prep player. Now pushing the other way is Southeast.
Yeah, Prep trying to take a piece out of Southeast playbook.
Oh, what a finish. There's Wade Voss with the slam.
Good momentum play for the Southeast Knights. They got to get back on defense, though, and see if they can capitalize the momentum swing.
They can get a stop. That'll be big. Rischel tries a three. No good. Falls right in the hands of Parker. Rischel wanted it. He'll drive. Foul and one. Joey Rischel. So he can get 3 points possibly here, but not from the three-point line. Joey Rischel driving through the contact. Chance for three.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of finding a way to, like, infiltrate the Southeast defense in the interior. I mean, you know, Joey Rischel known for his three-point shooting ability, shooting from the Junior J logo, Junior J signature, and he's been kind of being able to shoot all over the floor. But what's often overlooked is the fact that you're so set on him actually shooting it that he can hit you with the
He can still
pump fake and go.
Drive, absolutely. Rischel, I believe, got that three-point play to go.
Looks like Palmer is getting ready to check back into. Prep coming out in a 1-3-1 press.
3:42 left in the in the third quarter.
Back to a 2-3 for the Junior J. See if they can get Southeast to shoot the 3 ball a little bit more. Kind of limit Dak in the post.
Schumacher controlling the ball. He'll kick it to Moore. Moore looking for something. And now on the baseline is Dak.
Prep kind of caught out of whack here. Rischel had to come up and play that top wing spot.
Moore,
Deep
deep three. No good. Tip. Falls in the hands of Clausen. Almost stolen. Jones got it. And now the other way is Prep. In transition. Clausen controls it. Driving. He'll kick out. Great cut. No good. Great defense by Schumacher.
Southeast's transition defense has been on point tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, they've limited those passing lanes down the court. I mean, as a coach, that's all you want if you're getting caught in transition. Just hands up, limit the passing lane. You never know if you're going to get a tip ball or not.
Absolutely, that was shown right there. Carson looked like he had a shot, and there it is, active hands and gets the steal.
Coach
Lincoln
Lukey
Southeast. Yeah,
Coach Lukey kind of getting a little bit more heated.
they've got a lot of steals, a lot of forced Prep turnovers tonight for Southeast, and then getting that in transition points. In the corner, no good. Moore with a rebound, deflected off the hands of Brown. Another offensive rebound, and it's by a point guard, Moore. Looked like 3 Prep people were down there, and he still got the rebound.
Coach Lukey knows that he needs to make a defensive change here. Yeah, we got guys that can score in, Carson Jones, Dylan Clausen, and Brown and Rieschel, but we need a guy that can play great on ball, and that's Langston Palmer right now for them.
Langston Palmer will check in. Great pump fake by Gate. He'll drive. He'll kick. Schumacher driving. What a spin. No good. He got that spin earlier and got it to go, but that time didn't get it to fall. Now Palmer pushing the floor. He'll drive. He'll kick. Brown, shot fake. Prep moving the ball around. 2:23 left in this third quarter. A hook, and that's going to be an easy foul. It's Wade Voss right there with the foul on Clausen. That one is second of the night, his second foul. He'll check out.
Yeah, Southeast has a really good transition to big men right now. Obviously, Dak's going to check back in. They're kind of getting that rotation. They know that they can't get in any more foul trouble in this game. I mean, once we hit this fourth quarter, anything goes for them. Yeah. You just can't string fouls back to back to back.
And you can't have your star players being in foul trouble too, especially if it's a close game.
Dak has played really, really well in this third quarter. No really fouls for him. He's still at that 2 mark.
Great cut. Brown is fouled. He'll get a chance for 2.
That's Schumacher.
Schumacher with the foul. Great find and a great backdoor cut by Carter Brown. Trying to get these 2 points at the line to bring it to a 1-possession game.
Schumacher's first foul of the game. Southeast third as a team in this quarter. This half, excuse me.
You can say both, quarter and half.
Quarter and half. That's fair.
Brown free throw, no good.
We've seen what free throws have done to them.
Yeah.
Miller North, had a chance to win it with 5 seconds left,
Yeah.
Prep kind of got lucky. Miller North missed the buzzer beater, but just had more energy than Prep did in the overtime period and kind of just ran him out of the gym.
Well, see if he can get the second one to go. Got it. So now 1-possession game. Prep down 3. We'll see if they can get a stop here. They're playing a press. Got to get back on defense, though. Dak with the ball. Kick it to Gate. Baseline. Tough defense by Palmer. Dak trying to get something. He'll kick it. Moving the ball. Great ball movement. Moore in the corner. Got it to go.
They're getting burned in the 2-3. That's the one thing that you cannot have happen if you want to limit Dak in the post. They got to find a different defense. I mean, they're getting burned by Moore on the 3 ball, and they're also getting beat by Dak in the paint. So they got to find whatever Southeast kryptonite is right now.
Clausen, top of the key. Rieschel cutting. Moore, tight defense. Rieschel fouled. And I believe he'll go to the line. That might be on Moore, which I believe would be his third. That is on him.
He'll sit probably the rest of the quarter.
Yeah, that's a big foul right there. He just hit that 3. He's been their scorer tonight. Him and Dak really been the big scorers, but it's a big foul.
Southeast fans giving him a hand. They know what he's done.
Brown tightly guarded by Bradford.
This is a big momentum bucket for the Junior Jays.
Down by 6. Prep's got to get something here. Palmer, baseline. Great move. Trying to get a shot. He'll kick it. Newbill loses it. Newbill will drive. And I believe they'll get him for the travel. Great defense there by Dak, not fouling and then forcing the turnover.
I mean, Dak's getting, that was great defense, but you also have to know where you're at.
Yeah.
I mean, if he gets 3 here, I don't think they'd pull him because
Especially
Voss has his third.
Yeah. 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Southeast. Great defense there. Pushing the floor is Rieschel. They'll slow it down. Clausen unable to hold it. Thankfully gets it back before another prep turnover. 36 seconds left in the quarter. Newbill drives. No good. And it's going to stay here, I believe. PJ Newbill tried to get something at the rim. Nothing working right now for Creighton Prep. They're kind of losing the ball.
No, it kind of looks like whenever they're going for easy layups, stuff that PJ Newbill usually makes, it's like a lid on the rim.
Yeah.
They just haven't been able to find the bottom of the cup, and it's been the exact opposite for Lincoln Southeast. They've been able to find those easy buckets, those tough buckets that have fallen for them.
And now Brown will kick it to Clausen. Carson Jones in the game.
Quiet night from Carson Jones.
Yeah, he hit the first 3 of the night for Prep, and Hasn't done anything since. Baseline. That's a foul, and that's Dak right there. That's a big foul. Great pump fake by Clausen to get Dak to jump. And that might be his third. Yeah, that's his third. So Moore, Dak, and I believe Voss have 3 fouls.
Moore's going to check back in. I think if you're the Lincoln Southeast coach, you're not worried about it right now.
Yeah.
You know, you got 17.8 seconds. You're basically in the fourth quarter. Just don't make a dumb foul here. Obviously,
yeah.
Don't do a charge. That's something we saw a lot in when we were broadcasting the West Side game, but really quiet here tonight on the offensive foul.
Clausen got the second one at least. So now Prep down by 5 points. You see the press.
We know one play can change the course of a game.
10 seconds now in the third quarter. Moore has the ball. He'll control it for the last shot. Moore will kick it to Dak. And they'll get him on the travel.
Prep's got a chance.
This is a big shot right here. 3.5 seconds left in the third quarter. Prep can bring it to one possession right here with the bucket.
It's got to be a quick bucket, though. You got to get someone on the sideline moving. Looking for Rischel.
Clausen will have it. He's got 2 seconds. 1 second. Shot. Got it to go at the buzzer. A big shot by Dylan Clausen.
What a bucket.
And now Creighton Prep brings it to one possession entering the fourth quarter. A big shot. And now we'll see how this momentum can shift for them in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's a huge momentum shot for them. You know, hit him with that big man, that 5-man behind the back 2K.
Let's be honest. He just threw that one up and it went in.
He did, and it went in. You know, he went like a teardrop floater. But other than that, we'll be back for the fourth quarter after this.
We welcome you back. It is now the fourth quarter in a tight game here in the Hyder Center between 2 top 10 teams.
Yeah. What a game we have.
Yeah. It's been a lot of momentum, and now we saw that last shot, last couple seconds of the third quarter by Clausen, so we'll see how Prep can capitalize off of that. And Prep gets the ball too, so they can tie the game or take the lead here with this possession. This is a big possession here.
Yeah, Prep's going to start with the ball.
Tolliver checked in for Brown.
If you're watching our game, that means you're not watching the Creighton game. Creighton's currently up by 3, playing Villanova at home.
Oof.
Yeah,
that's a big game. Think they're gonna make the tournament?
I don't know. They got to beat UConn and do some other stuff, but they got a chance.
Yeah. Newbill in the middle, looking for something. Ball deflected. Fans wanted to travel. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Newbill hesitating, driving on Dak. 5 seconds. Prep's got to get something up here. Risha will throw up a bomb. Oh, I thought that one was going in, but a rebound by Jones. Shot clock resets now. They can get a good shot, but Risha will still take it. No good. Rebounded. And that ball will be thrown off of a Southeast player. I think that was Hilkerman. Tried to throw it off Clausen. But, man, Risha, big threes. Deep threes, but the shot clock reset when they got the rebound. They had 35 more seconds to get a better shot.
Southeast fans, you know, it's funny seeing, you know, crowd reactions, especially when I saw it from up here. I didn't really see it hit Clausen at all on the way out of bounds. So
yeah,
I think the refs got that one right.
Tolliver looking for something as he checks in the game. Jones will kick it. Clausen in the corner, driving base. PJ in the middle, a floater, got it to go. Tie game. PJ Newbill, 10 points on the night. 8 of those have came inside the paint.
Southeast kind of came out in that 3-2 zone. I don't know if it was a 2-3 high or a 3-2 or 3-2 zone. I couldn't really tell because of the way the guy in the corner, near corner, shifted up to guard Rischel on the 3 ball.
And a foul, I believe, will be on Dylan Clausen. Maybe a push down there on the block. Dylan Clausen, his second foul on the night. Prep's second of the half. So now Prep, that was a big possession there. They got the offensive rebounds, and they got a chance. Now tie the game. We'll see what Southeast can do. Moore in the corner. He's been hot all night. That one no good. So Prep can take the lead here for the first time since the second quarter.
They need to keep this momentum rolling. High 2-3 zone.
Clausen. Foul, that's big. That's his 4th foul. Clausen will go to the line. Dak, their leading shot blocker, one of the leading scorers, now has 4 fouls on the night. Believe he will be checked out. That's big.
You're Southeast, pick your poison. You leave Dak in, you risk the 5th. And it's boggling my mind. I don't know, maybe Southeast was watching film and I haven't picked up on anything. Why would you come out in the 2-3 and leave the good mid-range shooter, PJ Newbill, is wide open at the free throw line, and have a 1-on-2 with Clausen at the block? I mean, it's pick your poison and what shot you want. You either foul Clausen or you let PJ Newbill get the easy folder.
And that's why Dak has just got his 4 fouls, because do I guard PJ Newbill or do I guard Clausen? And he tried to guard Clausen and he got called for the foul.
Well, Prep's going to go bully ball and they're going to put in Trinell Parker, go the 2-man high.
With Dak out, that's big too. So now Prep's got the size advantage.
Prep's going to come out in that man press. We'll just apply a little pressure, not much. Up by 2.
Yeah, Prep takes the lead. That's a big lead change there with one of the star players out for Southeast. Bradford driving. Tolliver on him. An offensive foul.
3rd foul.
Wow. So now I believe that's 6. I was going to say if that's 7, they'll be shooting 1-1.
That's the 4th. So we got 2 big men for the Southeast Knights in foul trouble.
Yeah.
You got to be careful, because if you're Prep, now they can kind of smell that blood in the water. They're going to start to push the ball a lot more in the paint and try to get that 5th foul and kind of sit those guys for the rest of the game and take over. Great
cut. Great find. Richo with the bucket. Prep up by 4 points. Clausen, the big man, showing he can still pass the ball.
That's a great look. That's a timeout. That's a much-needed timeout if you're Lincoln Southeast. I mean, you got 2 guys that have 4. You're getting to the 5:45 mark. I expect Dak to come back on the floor. 3 minutes left. You might leave Voss out there and kind of trade him off, unless Prep stays in the 2 high big man. Then you have to play. You have to match him height for height.
Yeah. And now, if Dak comes in and he's got 4 fouls, Prep's got to attack that middle and get him out the game.
If they're both in, give it to Trinell and Dylan. Let him go.
Yeah. Let him control that block. Let him work in the post. Lukey will draw something up. Prep, 4-point lead now. It's a great find and a great cut by Richo.
He knows the 3 ball hasn't been working on it. It's working for him, so he's got to have that off-ball movement. You still have to respect the 3, though, because we all know how fast he can get hot.
He's a streaky shooter, so he misses one, and then he'll maybe miss, and then once he makes one, he's going to keep making them.
Voss will stay on the floor. Dak will stay on the bench.
I believe Tay Moore, number 5, has 3 fouls too. 5:46 left in this 4th quarter. Creighton Prep is up 47-43. This one might come down to the wire here. Maybe we might see another buzzer beater, but who knows?
Who knows? Be a good night for a buzzer beater.
Yeah. I mean, not too many fans in the stands, but it'll get loud here if something like that happens. But
it's not a rivalry game, but it's still top 10 matchup. Like we said, this is kind of a district title game preview.
Yeah, especially going down, only a couple games left in the season. Top 10 teams, this is where you get the big wins here.
Power points are huge for deciding district home court advantage.
Absolutely. Moore will drive. He'll kick it. Leave that Schumacher driving with the floater on the baseline. Schumacher, he's coming off the bench and he's dropped some good points. As Lincoln Southeast will go to a zone press. Prep easily
trying to go for a half-court trap.
Yeah. So Brown will control it. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 5:12 left in the 4th quarter. Prep up by 2. They'll screen. Parker down low, looking for the shot. And no good. That one rims out. Trinell Parker.
Matter of inches.
Yeah.
Matter of inches. That ball falls. We still got a 4-point game. Trinell Parker kind of getting confident with that low post game, especially with Voss having 4 fouls.
Absolutely. Here's Gate. They'll kick it to Schumacher. Gate again. We saw him hit that early 3. They'll kick it. That's Hilkerman. Schumacher again. Driving on Brown. Gate. He'll hesitate, but then fire. No good. Offensive rebound. That's Voss. Got it. Maybe plus contact, but they didn't call it. So now a tie game, 47-47. Another offensive rebound for Lincoln Southeast and got it to go.
Coach Lukey's going to put in Carson Jones. They're going to kind of go with the offensive look here.
And Prep does need a bucket here.
Big for the momentum. You know, just at this point, if you're Prep, you can trade buckets at this point.
13 seconds left on the shot clock. Prep's got to get a good look here. Brown will kick it to Rischel. Rischel guarded by Gate. Hand in his face. Nothing easy for Rischel. Playing tight defense. Baseline. Through the contact, Joey Rischel. What a finish.
That's something you really don't see out of Joey Rischel a lot. That tough left hand, weak hand, back off his back foot layup.
Driving right and finish with his left. Great shot by Rischel.
Expecting Dak to go to the bench, go to scores table, check in.
Gate will drive. He's got the size advantage on Brown. And Hilkerman, no good. Put back. There it goes. Second chance points. That's been the big story.
Of the game.
Yeah. 3:20 left in the fourth quarter. Tie game, 49-49. Prep looking to push. Parker will kick it. Brown, Rischel. They'll slow it back up.
Southeast fans wanted to travel.
They could have got that travel. Looked like he kind of moved his foot, but let's see. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Clausen's got it on the wing. 5 seconds. Brown's got to get something. Prep's got to get a shot. 3 seconds left. Elbow. No good.
Dak is at the scores table ready to check in. Southeast has a chance to go up 2 here.
It's a big shot right here. Lincoln Southeast can take the lead again.
We've seen what Moore's done all night.
Hilkerman, he'll shot fake. He'll drive on Clausen, using his elbow. Trying to get physical, but no good. Parker with the rebound. 2:27 left in the fourth quarter. Tie game here in the Hyder Center. Lukey would tell his guys to slow it down. You got to get the best shot you can. Trinell Parker, top of the key.
Take advantage of that paint game if you're Trinell Parker.
They're
trying to work it into him.
Yeah, looking down low. Newbill will drive. 8 seconds left in the shot clock. Clausen for 3. Got it! Dylan Clausen, a big 3.
We've seen him hit those all year, those big 3s down the stretch, especially against Westside. Hit the top of the key to give that Junior James that 5-point lead.
And a timeout called. Creighton Prep with 1:53 left. A 3-point lead as we will take a break and be back. There was a Dylan Clausen 3 to end the third quarter to put Prep up by 3, and now again he hit that 3-pointer. So Prep up 52-49. Jack, what are your thoughts? 2 minutes left in the game.
I don't really know what each team's going to come out in. I think the zone for both teams is going to go away. They're going to go man on man. Dak has checked in for Lincoln Southeast. You got to be careful though.
Yeah.
I do feel, Voss is going to take a seat. If you are Lincoln Southeast, work through your big man. You don't need a 3 yet.
Yeah, you got 2 minutes left. It's a lot of time to get a good shot.
If you're Prep, you need to stop.
Schumacher in the corner.
Stop in a bucket puts you up 5, and then they kind of start thinking about fouling. Southeast in foul trouble at 17 fouls.
Dak on the elbow, looking for something. He'll drive on Clausen. And it's a charge. Ooh, a block.
Oh.
I thought it was a charge. That's a big call.
I thought this place was gonna erupt with the charge.
That would have been Dak's 5th, and he would have been tossed for the game. But instead, Clausen, I believe, will pick up his 3rd foul.
Voss will check back in. He has 4-2.
So both starting lineups for both teams. Actually, Carter Brown is in the game for Prep over Emmett Knight. We haven't really seen Emmett Knight at all.
No. It's been kind of subbed out early. Wow, right off the baseline.
Yeah, great find. Timeout by Lincoln Southeast. We'll see what they can do on the defensive end. So Prep still up by 1. That was just an inbounds play. It was just too fast, too quick.
I mean, it feels that Dak's emotions, you know, he's kind of the little thing before the inbound. Dak kind of was throwing Risha a little bit of elbows. Ref saw it, told him to calm down. If you're Dak, if you get this fifth,
big.
you can't. I don't want to say you can't pull a tape. I'm sorry, you can't.
Is that what we're calling it now?
I don't know, but you can't have a technical because that'll give the Junior Jays 2 shots on top of whatever it is. If it's a shooting foul, that gives them 4.
Exactly.
Plus the ball back, and the game could be over at that point.
It's just got to come down to discipline, keeping your composure, especially late game. It's been a physical game, and it's a tight game, so it's a top 10 matchup too. This is a big game. You got to keep your composure, especially if you're a star player like Dak. You got 4 fouls, and he can't play how he wants to play on the defensive end. He can't be as physical as he wants to be because he doesn't want to get subbed out of the game or taken out of the game.
I think if you're Southeast, then they're going to come out in a 2-1-2. Maybe go for, looks like they're going to go 3 men in the front court against the Junior Jays.
Yeah, we've kind of seen a zone press by Lincoln Southeast. Lukey, I'm sure he drew something up to break that press, though, but we will see. 1:28 left. Creighton Prep up 52-51 in the 4th quarter. It's been a tight matchup all game long. Both teams trading buckets.
Jones can use the inbound line to run on. Chooses not to.
They try to trap, but they get the foul, and that is Hilkerman, I believe, with the call. So 1-and-1 for PJ Newbill, who's at the line. Newbill's had a big game. He's got some easy buckets. All his buckets have really just been handed to him by the defense. But
I can see the Lincoln Southeast coach. I can see what he's trying to do, you know, put PJ Newbill, who's not a consistent free throw shooter whatsoever, at the line. And let's say it is still 1-and-1. If he misses one, you got a chance to take a 2-point, 1-point lead. But you also got to be careful. You're 2 fouls away from shooting 2 automatically.
Yeah. Newbill gets that first one to go, though. So now Prep up by 2 points. PJ Newbill, he's had a good night on the offensive side. 1:26 left in the 4th quarter. Like I said before, Creighton Prep up by 2 points. Lincoln Southeast has 18 fouls, so that is why Newbill is at the line, shooting 1-and-1. And second one gets the bounce.
Yeah, it's a huge foul. That puts the Junior Jays up 3. So if you're Southeast, a 3 does you good, but you don't need it right now.
And Moore has been their 3-point shooter. He's tightly guarded, though, by PJ Newbill.
Look for maybe a late game Langston Palmer substitution if they need some on-ball defense.
If they need some defense, absolutely. Dak driving on Parker, trying to get physical. Great help defense by Rischel. Still gets the ball. No good. Clausen with the rebound. Rischel with some great help defense, and now Prep can slow the tempo as we reach under a minute in the 4th quarter.
For Southeast, you got to start thinking about fouling, or maybe you get lucky and someone mishandles the ball.
And there's the foul.
Nope.
Oh, no, timeout actually called by Lukey. So 52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Creighton Prep up by 3 points. Believe we will go to a short break. We welcome you back to the Hyder Center where Creighton Prep is up, but it's a tight one, up by 3 points. 52 seconds left. How can they keep this lead?
I mean, it's got to start on the offensive end here. You got to get a bucket here to make this a 5-point game, a 2-possession game. If you're Southeast, your big men cannot foul. I don't see Voss is not on the court. They're going to give Wilkerson the chance. Schumacher checks back in. I believe it's number 4, Josiah Brown. Haven't seen him a whole lot tonight.
He
He'll
hasn't
check
played
in.
a lot, but see what he can do. So, inbounds play. PJ got to get something, and the timeout call. They don't want to get the turnover, so great defense there by Lincoln Southeast, forcing Prep to take the timeout that they didn't want to take.
Great, great on-ball pressure by the Lincoln Southeast Knights. However, Coach Lukey likes to do this. He likes to kind of stack his timeouts to the end so he can kind of strategically plan out how he likes to end this game. He knows, okay, Southeast is going to give me this. Okay, we're going to go to another play that's going to beat this. You could see maybe, obviously, Clausen wide open in the paint, a mishap. However, I wouldn't be surprised a home run ball kind of over to midcourt with Rieschel or PJ Newbill, who can kind of, they can get up and they jump it and grab it. If that does happen, I feel like we could get a Southeast foul. That'd make it 9, still 1-1. There's just a lot of different factors right now that Southeast could do. They're going to kind of go a box. They're not going to, obviously Dak's going to on-ball pressure Clausen on the inbound.
It's going to be hard to get over that wingspan, but we'll see. Clausen will kick it to Newbill. Newbill got it in. Clausen on the block. He's struggling. Maybe a jump ball. And they get the jump ball. That's going to go to Lincoln Southeast. So a great defensive possession. And that's Schumacher. We saw him on the offensive end get some buckets. Now defensively forces the jump ball. 46 seconds left now in the fourth quarter.
Voss will check back in.
Getting some size down low there too.
45 seconds and counting. 33 on the shot clock.
Up by 3. Here's Moore. Guarded by Newbill. Kick it. Dak in the corner. Back to Moore.
All right, if this is how this is going to go, they need a 3-ball.
Wasting some time. They got to get a 3 now. Dak, deep 3. No good. Rebound. Clausen. There's the foul. So now desperation for Lincoln Southeast. They got to start fouling, hoping they miss the shots. 9th team foul, so it's still a 1-1. That was not the best look that they wanted. I mean, they got an open shot, but deep 3.
Voss will sit for the rest of the game.
Yeah, Voss fouled out too. That's 5 fouls for Wade Voss, the senior, number 22.
Good night, good presence, especially
defensively and rebounding the ball, second chance points. He was there he was picking up the dirty work. He did a great job, but
for prep, you need both these from Dylan Clausen.
Clausen got it.
That's the first. Two-possession game.
Yeah, that's big. So now 21 seconds left. It's 55-51. Creighton Prep up. Clausen has a chance to make it a 5-point lead. And got it. Timeout. Coach Lukey wants to talk to his guys, see what they can do defensively. So Lincoln Southeast, 9 team fouls. They're 1 foul away from 2 free throws at the line. They just got to get a bucket here, but they got to get a good shot.
I think I know what Coach Lukey wants to come out and do. You might see a 3-2, limit the 3-ball, just completely get rid of it. We have seen them kind of slip up with 20 seconds and under, especially Central. They let Central get quick buckets, quick layups to make that game competitive down the stretch. And, you know, if they want to just end the game now, turnover would be huge. 5-second call. Southeast has 1 timeout left. You don't really want to burn it here. Kind of a waste. Then you're going to have to start fouling. And that'd give them 10. They'd be shooting 2 automatically. I think for Coach Lukey, they're kind of looking over to see who's checking in. Obviously, Voss is done. Starting 5 just with Wilkerson.
Yeah. As we see Langston Palmer going to the scorer's table, he'll check in. So we'll see him defensively. I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of press, too, just to make sure that they don't waste any time.
I think they're going to go Langston on Langston Palmer on Sky Moore.
Yeah, he's been their main scorer tonight.
Yeah, I think the goal there is just your best defender on your best ball handler at that point. You know what? As a student, I am proud of Langston. I'm one of his friends. I'm glad he got his chance to shine tonight. I really am.
Absolutely. And he got his chance to shine last night, too, against Bell West. Is an intentional foul by Clausen there. So 5 seconds go off the game clock.
Coach Lukey's not mad at it.
Yeah, I think they looked like it was intentional, but 17 seconds left. Clock winding down. No shot clock. Moore trying to get the bucket. No good. Newbell with the rebound. Intentional foul, and that will do it.
Do it.
PJ Newbill going to the line. He'll shoot 2. And that will most likely end the game for Creighton Prep. It was a tight one all game long, but they pulled away and they got the win.
Junior J. Birdcage letting him know to warm up the bus. You know, it is cold out there, so.
It was a beautiful day earlier.
It was. It's been cold all week.
It's nice seeing the sun at least. Newbill got the first one.
That should do it.
Yeah. So Prep up by 6, 9 seconds left. Fans leaving the stands. Students chanting, warm up the bus. That's how you know it's the end of the game. Southeast just, they'll try to get something here. And air ball, Dak, no good on the dunk. Moore with the floater, and that's how it will end. Creighton Prep takes a 58-53 victory here in a top 10 matchup. Jack, you got anything else to say?
No, I feel like it was an all-around, Junior J's really never led in the game. They kind of stood within striking distance, and when Southeast ran out of gas, that was it. Prep still had gas in the tank, big buckets down the stretch, foul trouble obviously killing them. Look at that, 10 fouls for Southeast and 4 for Creighton Prep in the second half.
And then their stars were fouling too.
So, I mean, that's all I got. Nothing for me, really. It was just an all-around good game, top 10 matchup, top 10 score.
A big win, too, for Creighton Prep after getting blown out by Bellevue West. But we say thank you to everybody. Thank you to our crew. Thank you for the fans watching. And we will see you for the next game.